Imagine a world where a mere breath could transport you, heal you, or even connect you to the divine. Picture a power so profound, yet so ephemeral that its very essence could shape civilizations, dictate diplomacy, and define faith itself. This is not the realm of magic, but the forgotten history of ancient sense, a narrative largely erased from our modern understanding, leaving us to wonder, what potent secrets did these mysterious fragrances truly hold? Welcome to Echoes of Time, your portal to the forgotten pages of history, where we delve into the untold stories and unsolved enigmas that lie buried beneath the dust of centuries. Today, we embark on a captivating journey, unearthing the profound, often overlooked power of history's most enigmatic aromas. We explore a time when scent transcended mere pleasantry, becoming a potent force capable of influencing emotions, healing bodies, and communing with the gods. The astonishing capabilities of these ancient elixirs have largely vanished from our modern world, leaving behind an aromatic puzzle that challenges us to reconstruct a sensory reality lost to time. For thousands of years, long before the industrial laboratories of today, the art of perfumery was a sacred craft, a sophisticated science, and a fundamental pillar of society. From the sun-drenched temples of ancient Egypt to the opulent courts of Rome and across the perilous routes of the Silk Road, aromas were not just an afterthought, they were integral to the very fabric of existence. These weren't simply pleasant smells, they were integral to medicine, diplomacy, and the deep currents of spiritual belief. Often meticulously crafted from rare ingredients whose properties were shrouded in secrecy and passed down through generations. In ancient Egypt, the air was thick with the elaborate incense rituals designed to appease gods and accompany pharaohs into the afterlife. Here, scent was a bridge between mortals and the divine, a smoky pathway for prayers and offerings, ensuring the souls of the deceased a safe passage through eternity. Imagine the priests robed in white, moving through hallowed halls, the air heavy with resins like frankincense and myrrh, each curl of smoke carrying an intention, a prayer, a piece of a king's journey to immortality. These weren't just religious ceremonies, they were sensory spectacles, carefully orchestrated to evoke awe, reverence, and a profound sense of the sacred. The very identity of the pharaoh, his status, his journey, was intertwined with these precious, fragrant offerings. Across the Mediterranean, in the heart of the Roman Empire, sophisticated botanical concoctions served a different, yet equally potent purpose. Here, scents were instruments of power, beauty, and status. Roman empresses and patrician women would adorn themselves with luxurious perfumes, each fragrance a statement of their wealth, their influence, and their refined taste. These weren't mass-produced toiletries, they were bespoke creations, complex blends of exotic flowers, precious oils, and rare spices, each drop whispering tales of distant lands and immense privilege. The scents used in baths, on clothing, and within homes were not merely for personal enjoyment, but for projecting an image, defining social hierarchies, and even influencing political allegiances. A particular aroma could mark a person as belonging to the elite, distinguishing them from the common populace, a subtle yet unmistakable declaration of their place in the world. Our journey through ancient perfumery takes us even further back, to Mesopotamia, where the earliest documented evidence of perfume recipes has been unearthed from ancient clay tablets. These remarkable artifacts detail the methods and ingredients used by perfumers thousands of years ago, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the foundational knowledge of this ancient art. The meticulous records speak of intricate processes of distillation and infusion, revealing that the creation of these potent elixirs was far from rudimentary. It was a sophisticated craft, requiring deep knowledge of botany, chemistry, and the subtle interplay of various aromatic compounds. These tablets are not just recipes, they are historical blueprints, mapping the very genesis of a science that would evolve and spread across the ancient world. The global obsession with powerful aromas was not confined to specific regions. It was a phenomenon that drove commerce and cultural exchange on an epic scale. Along the legendary Silk Road, brave traders risked perilous journeys, traversing vast deserts and treacherous mountains, not just for silk or spices, but for exotic resins, rare woods, and precious aromatics. Ingredients like ambergris, oud, civet, and musk, originating from distant lands, became commodities of immense value, their scarcity and unique properties fueling a burgeoning international market for fragrances. The demand for these powerful essences transcended cultural boundaries, binding diverse civilizations together through a shared appreciation for their mysterious allure. These ingredients, often sourced from dangerous or remote locations, added to their mystique and desirability, making them symbols of ultimate luxury and connection to the broader world. But the true nature of these ancient elixirs, their forgotten power, remains a subject of intense debate among historians and perfumers alike. Were some of these formulations genuinely psychoactive, crafted to induce trance states in religious ceremonies, guiding participants into altered states of consciousness to commune directly with the divine? The possibility is tantalizing. Imagine a shaman or priest bathed in the smoke of specific resins, inhaling compounds that altered perception, opening pathways to visions and spiritual revelations. If so, these scents were not merely symbolic, but actively instrumental in shaping spiritual experiences, fundamental tools in the sacred practices of ancient peoples. Alternatively, did their power lie purely in their symbolic and cultural significance? Perhaps the sheer exoticism and cost of these ingredients, combined with the elaborate rituals surrounding their use, conferred an almost magical authority. A fragrance derived from an ingredient carried across continents, prepared with secret knowledge, and used only by the elite, would naturally command immense respect and awe. In this view, the power was not in the chemical effect on the brain, but in the psychological impact of rarity, exclusivity, and profound cultural embedding. The belief in their power, reinforced by tradition and social structure, could have been just as potent as any psychoactive compound. Another compelling perspective suggests that the meticulous blending of rare herbs and resins created genuinely therapeutic compounds. In a world without modern pharmaceuticals, the healing properties of plants were extensively studied and utilized. It is plausible that ancient perfumers, with their deep understanding of botanicals, formulated scents that were indeed medicinal, capable of soothing ailments, stimulating recovery, or providing comfort. These fragrances would not have been mere pleasantries, but potent remedies, an integral part of ancient medicine, where the aromatic compounds directly impacted physical and mental well-being. The act of anointing, of inhaling specific vapors, could have been a sophisticated form of ancient pharmacology, a forgotten branch of healing art. A third, expansive theory posits that the forgotten power refers to a holistic, multi-sensory experience that modern industrial perfumery has largely overlooked. In antiquity, scent was not an isolated sensation. It was inseparable from ritual, from belief, and from the daily rhythms of life. It was a component of an immersive, all-encompassing experience. The visual spectacle of a temple ceremony, the tactile sensation of anointing oil, the auditory rhythm of chants, and the emotional resonance of shared belief. Modern perfumery often focuses on the isolated aroma, disconnected from its broader context. But in the ancient world, a fragrance was part of a larger tapestry of meaning, a key element in a symphony of sensory input that profoundly shaped human experience. The true power, then, might lie in this integrated, immersive engagement, a testament to how profoundly connected our senses once were to our spiritual and social lives. The exact methods and ingredients used by these ancient perfumers remain largely elusive, a persistent challenge for modern historians, archaeologists, and perfumers attempting to reconstruct this lost sensory world. While Mesopotamian clay tablets provide some clues, the full depth of their knowledge, the precise ratios, the secret extraction techniques, and the esoteric properties attributed to certain rare botanicals often remain shrouded in the mists of time. Archaeological discoveries, however, continue to offer tantalizing glimpses into this forgotten art, from ancient Egyptian perfume bottles containing trace residues to tools used for grinding and blending. Each new find is an echo of humanity's great history, a piece of an aromatic puzzle that helps us better understand the past and, perhaps, even ourselves. The quest to unlock these historical mysteries is ongoing. Scholars painstakingly translate ancient texts, botanists analyze organic residues, and modern perfumers attempt to recreate these ancient aromas based on fragmented evidence. This interdisciplinary effort seeks to bridge the gap between our analytical modern minds and the intuitive, spiritual worldview of our ancestors. The challenges are immense. Ingredients may no longer exist, ancient processes might be irreplicable, and the cultural context that gave these scents their potency is forever altered. Yet, the pursuit is vital, for it sheds light not just on the history of perfumery, but on the very essence of human experience, how we perceived the world, how we healed, how we worshipped, and how we defined ourselves through the most subtle of senses. As we piece together the aromatic puzzle of antiquity, we are exploring the tantalizing possibility that the whispers of ancient scents still hold keys to understanding forgotten powers. These aren't just quaint historical curiosities, they are gateways to lost knowledge, to a deeper understanding of the human condition, and to a sensory world that was perhaps richer, more profound, and more integrated than our own. Their legacy reminds us that history is not just a collection of dates and names, but a living tapestry of human experience, constantly revealing new dimensions. What if the true power of these ancient fragrances lies not just in their chemistry, but in their capacity to remind us of a time when the world was infused with a deeper sense of wonder and connection? What insights might we gain about our own senses, our spirituality, and our place in the world if we were to rediscover the full spectrum of these mysterious, forgotten aromas?